Thank you all for coming tonight. Thank you for taking time out of your busy schedules to hear a bunch of politicians talk. I appreciate the opportunity to meet you and tell you a little bit about myself and why I'm running for state assembly. My name is Jordan Cunningham. I'm a candidate for the 35th District State Assembly seat. Born and raised in Atascadero. Grew up there. My folks came to California in 1971. My dad got a job at the California Men's Colony. My mom worked at a grocery store. They put 4 of us kids through school. They were able to raise a middle-class family in middle-class America in Atascadero. And you know what? Things are changing in our state. The house they bought in 1976, that they still live in today, thanks to Prop 13, they bought it for $52,000. That same house might cost $500,000 today. The college education they helped me get is 3 times the cost of what it was 20 years ago when I went to college. Healthcare is more expensive. The middle class is having a hard time in California, and part of it's due to state policy. I think we need to solve problems. I'm a former prosecutor. Now I have a law practice with my wife. We're small business owners and attorneys. Yes, you can be both. We do all types of legal work, school district, represent taxpayers. I do litigation, represent small businesses, and I've seen firsthand through my work, both politically and professionally, that times are tough for families today. I want to focus on 3 main areas. One is we need to expand our water supply and start using technology, like several people have rightly mentioned, like desalination, and make sure we repurpose that plant that's at Diablo, just up the coast, and we repurpose that and start piping that water into our aquifers and our reservoirs. That's step 1. Step 2 on public education. I believe strongly that we need to invest in career and technical education earlier in high school so that kids that maybe aren't ready for college, some kids are and that's great, but maybe some kids aren't ready and they need to be exposed to welding and electrician work and drafting and things like that where they can go out and get a job and further that education in a strong community college system and provide for their families. The average welder makes $90,000 a year right out of school, and they can own a business and they can put food on the table for their family. We need to invest our public education dollars in that. Lastly, on public safety, I understand public safety. I've been a prosecutor. I put people in jail, hundreds and hundreds of people. I've been a defense attorney. I've represented people. I've represented veterans and got them into Veterans Treatment Court. I've represented victims of crime. When I talk about public safety issues, I know what I'm talking about. That's why the sheriffs endorse me, the DAs endorse me, and all the law enforcement groups have endorsed me. We need public safety dollars used rationally. You help the people that struggle with addiction and mental illness, and you lock up the predators. And that is the policy I will pursue. I'm Jordan Cunningham, running for state assembly. Thank you.